That very moment where you decide, it's time for me to level up, that is when you are going to be tested the most. Right when you finally decide, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. That's when life is going to be like, oh, word? Word? You sure about that? You sure you ain't doing that no more? Let me see. Let me just see what you not going to do no more. And I don't know why, but it seems like growth always come with them pop quizzes. Like right at that moment when you decide, I ain't dealing with this bare minimum ass energy. I know who I am and I know what I deserve. Guess who going to show up? Mr. or Mrs. Bare Minimum themselves. They trying to see if you standing on that. This could be an ex, a situationship, somebody who just wanted to check on you. They ain't coming back around because they changed. They coming back around because they can sense that you did. One thing you got to take notice of, the test never really going to come with new people. It's going to come with the same patterns dressed up in new outfits. At that moment, you start saying, you know what? I'm going to put up my boundaries. That's the moment you get tested, and more people are coming along asking for more and more access. You're going to fold and go against what your body been telling you. You're going to suck it up and say, yes, even though your body been screaming no. More favors, more emotional labor, more understanding for them, none for yourself. And you start calling awareness to it. Why is everybody needy all of a sudden like this? They not necessarily needy. They uncomfortable. When you stop over giving or overextending, people gonna call it distance. They gonna say you being distant, you acting funny, uncomfortable because you limiting their access. A lot of them are just feeding off of your energy. You know the ones where you have to roll your eyes before you pick up that phone? Yeah, they draining you. Ones that have you feeling like you gotta put that mask on every time you sitting with them, they draining you too. You decide that you finally ready to heal. Everything that seemed normal starts to feel irritating, starts to feel like it's actually draining you, starts to feel real loud to the point where you can't ignore it. Some of them places you used to tolerate, they annoying as hell now. You start to ask yourself, how did I ever stay in this place for this long? Conversations you used to entertain, now they real exhausting to you. You like, how did I get aligned with this person in the first place? Well, that's just where you was resonating at the time. Now you wrestling with yourself because you like, damn, am I being mean? Am I being judgmental? You becoming aware, finally. Peace will make chaos feel disrespectful though. Remember I told y'all yesterday, stop asking spirit shit you ain't ready for the answer for. You ask spirit for growth, and then life turns around and hands you a choice, not a miracle, a decision. Are you going to respond the old way? Are you going to explain or even over explain? Or have you learned how to detach? Going to continue proving yourself? Or have you learned how to preserve your peace? Ascension ain't aesthetic, that's behavioral. The gag is the test usually looks familiar, like I said. Same type of person, same type of situation, same emotional triggers, just with a little slight remix. Because the universe trying to say, did you really learn? Or you just talking? If the lesson repeats, the answer didn't change. If things been feeling real intense right now, you've been feeling triggered, even tired, tempted. That don't always mean you going backwards. That means you right at the edge. That energy right before the breakthrough, right before the upgrade, right before the revelation that everything that's not aligned to you has to go. It cannot come with you. Stop looking at it as punishment and start looking at it as verification. Recognize it for what it is. So when it shows up again, you know exactly what's going on. When the test comes, you gonna fold or you gonna stay solid? In them comments and let me know y'all thoughts. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.